Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Tipsy Pixie. My name is Poonam. Merry Christmas to you all. So this was just my son who just wanted to say hi and wish you all Merry Christmas. So this video is very random video. I didn't really plan to shoot it, but nowadays I'm staying at home most of the time. So I thought let's do something for my feet. Then I thought let's make a video about it. It's really been a while that I did my pedicure. Usually I do my pedicure at home. I don't prefer to go anywhere for my pedicure. Although I love it, but I feel like I do it in the best way and I don't feel ticklish by my hand. So yeah, it's money saving and it's more pampering, I think. Yes, of course I have to do effort for that. I hope you're going to enjoy it, and if you do, maybe you can also try it. Without any further delay, let's start it.
So friends, first of all, I'll arrange all the stuff which I need for my pedicure. It will make the process much more easier. Like here I'm having some toe separators, cuticle oil, cotton pads, nail polish and nail polish remover. And in this tray I have all my tools like pumic stone, foot file, nail files and cuticle cutters. Then I'm also having some DIY products here to wash my feet along with a clean towel. I'll be explaining about them during pedicure. So first of all, I'll remove my nail polish which is on my toenails from more than a month. I know I should remove it once it starts chipping, but in winters I become a little bit lazy. I'm just using any nail polish remover. I'm not very particular about the nail polish remover brand. I have applied henna in Karwa Chauth on my toes as well. So there are some henna marks on my toenails which I cannot remove. Once I'm done with nail polish remover, I'll start cutting my nail with a normal nail clipper. I like to keep my toenails fairly short in winters because I mostly wear shoes in winters and I don't like painful toes. So I have this foldable pedicure bucket to wash and soak my feet from a long time because I usually do my pedicure by myself, but I use it for multiple purposes. It's not only for pedicure here. Now I'll fill the bucket with some hot and cold water to make it soothing warm for my feet, but I like to keep it little bit hot in winters as it feels more relaxing to me. After this, I'll add some soda and salt mixture into it. I'm just using regular salt, but you can definitely go for Epsom salt or Sendha Namak as that is more relaxing. And I'm just using regular baking soda which we use for baking purpose. I will also add some drops of lavender essential oil into it. If you want, you can use any other essential oil or you can also skip the step. Now I'll add little bit of baby shampoo into it just to soften my foot skin. You can use your own shampoo as well. And now I'm gonna soak my feet for 5 minutes. So while I'm soaking my feet, I'll file my fingernails just to utilize the time. So after soaking them for about 5 minutes, I'm going to add about half cup of apple cider vinegar into it. It has antifungal properties, so it helps to remove toenail fungus. So at this point, if you want, you can add more hot and warm water into it, and then you can soak your feet for more 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, I feel like my foot skin is pretty soft. Now I can scrub it with the foot file. So I'm gonna use a regular foot file. I just bought it from a nearby store and it is working pretty well from me from a long time. I don't usually get callus or dry skin on my ankles, but I do have some rough parts on the sides of my foot, under my toes and in the middle of my sole. So I guess now I'm done with this foot, so I'll put it back into the water and I'll do the same thing for another foot, which I'll not show here so that video will not stretch. So after scrubbing my foot sole gently, now I'll clean my toes. So to clean them, I'll use this kind of toes or nail brush. It is not very harsh on skin, it's very soft. This brush has pumic stone on its back sides, which can be used to remove dead skin from ankles, but right now I'm not having any dead skin. The video is in fast mode, so that's why it looks I'm doing it very fast. but I'm doing it really gently. The brush is very soft. I will also clean the upper skin of my foot with the same brush, but not in back and forth motion, but in circular motions, because back and forth motion can give scratch to your skin. So after brushing and scrubbing feet, I'll focus on toes, nails. So I'll dry them a bit with the towel. Then I'll start removing extra cuticle from my nails. So I have this 2-in-1 tool for cuticles. It has one side which is a bit sharp to cut cuticles and another side which I'm currently using to push back my cuticles. Then with other side I'll cut those extra extended cuticles. So after this I'll cut the hard skin from the sides of my nails with this cuticle cutter. We can also use it as cuticle cutter, but I think cuticles are very thin and we should not take risk as we are not professional. But still I use it for that hard skin because it can be seen very easily and it's not very hard to cut it. So as you can see, I still have my another foot in the water. And when I'll finish cleaning all the cuticles of this foot, I'll put it back into the water and then I'll work on another foot. So after cleaning all the toes, nails, now I'll scrub my feet with a DIY scrub. So to make this very simple scrub, you just need 1 spoon of white or brown sugar. Then take half a spoon of olive oil and add half a spoon of honey into it. Then mix them well and your scrub is ready. So now I'll take some scrub and start scrubbing my feet very gently. You can also move it little upwards as it is really exfoliating. So I just realized that I forgot to mention it earlier that if you like to do waxing or shaving on your feet or leg before pedicure, then just do it a day earlier so that your skin will not get irritated by any product. So now I'm done with scrubbing this foot and I'll just clean it gently with the water. Then I'll do the same thing for another foot. So after scrubbing them and washing them with the water, I'll now take them out from the water. But first I'll pat dry them with the towel. So now they feel very soft and clean. So here I have a hot wet towel. You can definitely make it warm by pouring some warm water on a towel. I just microwaved it to make it a little bit more warm. So now I'll just clean my feet one more time with this. It feels like that I'm giving steam to my feet. So after this, I'll massage my feet with this DIY foot cream or foot balm. So to make this, you only need 3 things: coconut oil, shea butter and essential oil. So here I'm using lavender essential oil, but you can choose whatever fragrance you like. So first we'll take 1 spoon of shea butter in a bowl. Then we'll take the same amount of coconut oil. But if your skin is very dry and cannot handle coconut oil in winter, then just go for a very small amount of it. Now I'm adding just 2 drops of lavender essential oil into it. Now I'll microwave them. I just want them to melt down. You can use double boiler as well. I set the microwave in medium low and I'll just keep it there for about 15 seconds. As it has oil in it, so just be careful, just don't forget it in microwave. Once they are melt and mixed with each other, your homemade foot cream is ready. Just store it in airtight container and keep it in refrigerator for a while. But if you don't want any such thing, just go for any moisturizer or any massage cream of your choice. But still I want to say this massage cream is very versatile. You can use it for your hands, you can use it for your lips, you can use it for your elbows and knees, and of course you can use it for your baby as well, as it is made with natural products. So now I'll massage my feet as good as I can so that they can be more relaxing, more smooth and more hydrated. Here I also want to add that I never do my pedicure for any shining, brightening or whitening purpose. My only focus is to make them nice and clean. We all have our natural skin tone and skin texture. We cannot really change it. So after massage, now I'll just give final touch to my nails by buffing them and by filing them. I lose the clip of buffing, but I did buff them from the top, and here I am filing them right now. After this, I'll prep my nails for nail paint. So for that, I'll just clean any kind of sticky oily residue from those. So I'm doing some alcohol spray on them, but if you don't have alcohol, you can just use rose water, or you can just simply wipe it with the wet towel and then dry towel. So first of all, I'll apply a nail strengthener as base coat, but before that, I'll fix those toes separator, as I have no idea why my toes keep moving. This nail strengthener is from brand OPI, which is a quite popular brand in nail related stuff. So now I'll wait few minutes until it gets dry. So base coat is dry already. Now it's time for the nail paint. So if you want, you can just leave your nails as it is. Just don't forget to apply cuticle oil on them. So this cuticle oil is from brand VLCC, and it came in a Paddy Mani set, which is gifted by my bhabhi, my sister-in-law. Maybe I'll use it in summer when I do manicure and pedicure more often. But today I'll be using only cuticle oil from this set. So here I'm figuring out that which color to go for. I think it's Christmas New Year time, so red color is the best choice. So you should always hold your toes tightly from the side so that your nail can pop up nicely. I don't know if I said it correctly, but I just wanted to give this tip. So friends, here I want to add that this pedicure doesn't really mean for any particular gender. If you're a boy or man, just skip this nail polish step and apply some cuticle oil and you're done. You can do it for your spouse, for your parents, for anyone. I usually do it for my mother whenever I go to India. So after finishing one coat of nail polish, I'll now clean that extra color which came on skin with the help of Q-tip and nail polish remover. After this, I'll apply the second coat, and again, if there is any extra color on my skin, I'll just remove it with the Q-tip. Then I'll leave it to dry. So now my nail polish is completely dry. Now I'll apply only cuticle oil on my nails, and if you don't have cuticle oil, you can just use the same balm which I made earlier. So friends, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now, and you can write your reviews in the comment section below. So here's the final look. My feet are feeling quite nice, clean and hydrated. So thanks for watching. See you in my next video.